We are the family, career, and community leaders of America. We face the future with warm courage and high hopes, for we have the clear consciousness of seeking old and precious values. Doubt it. And this was about the time that I stopped screaming, looked around, and was shot back to reality. I was not at a cool concert or anything of that sort. I was at a student leadership conference in Anaheim, California. I was screaming and cheering for 10 high school students in red blazers who were dancing around like crazy people. This is lame. I am lame. I was snapped back into my FCCLA Fantasyland moments later. That was just the Salidian coming out in me. That was freshman year, and it only got worse when I actually became one of those red blazer wearing crazies. By it, I mean my embarrassment about FCCLA. But now I wasn't just a member waiting on the sidelines. I was up on that stage. I wanted to keep my more fun life, FCCLA, completely separate from my lame life, every other aspect of my life. I did this mainly because I was embarrassed of both sides. FCCLA isn't really what the cool kids do at Salida High School, and no one even knows what Salida is in FCCLA. One of the other officers actually referred to where I live as Neverland, because it's a good 3 hours away from anywhere civilized, and nothing ever changes. I separated the two so much that I almost fell into somewhat of a depression when I was away from FCCLA. I counted the days, but had to stop because there always seemed to be so many between each trip. But I also couldn't talk about it with anyone because it annoyed my friends, confused anyone who didn't know what FCCLA was, which is to say 98% of Salida, and one can only talk to Miss Hesitore for so long before you start turning into her. Clearly I fell victim to this. But FCCLA was still my passion, but I was still embarrassed. But for one shining moment though, on April 1st, 2014, standing in front of hundreds of my peers, I was shameless. Shame and embarrassment, no doubt, start at a young age, but there's no denying that kids really don't care. They will act completely crazy just because they feel like it, no matter who's watching. But as we age, we become more and more aware of if people are watching us, and who they are, and what they think about us, and who they're dating, and a million other things. That they are, in fact, watching us, and thinking the same things that we are thinking about them, and worse, talking about us. And sometimes they are.
Avery Martinez is a two-timing rat bastard that dresses nice, that gets everything he needs from his parents.
Let's get shit-faced and spray paint a school.
Why is Olive Simpson's advisory class weird outcasts?
Megan and Ashby, can you say annoying?
Matt Riesinger and Sam Wilkin, butt buddies or no?
Clay Heiser's a grotski little bitch.
I'm Ani Vaskovich and I'm 13.
I'm Maddie Monroe and I'm 13.
Yeah, go. Your name.
My name is Sarah. I'm Sarah and I'm 4 years old.
I'm Jamison McEnany and I'm 14.
I'm Ashley Leopold and I'm 14.
I'm Alana Cartledge and I'm 13.
I'm Lillian Moyd and I'm 14.
So, what would you say is one thing that you are embarrassed about?
Having the fear of alligators.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing? At all?
No.
So
Okay.
what do you think other people commonly get embarrassed about?
I don't know. Whatever.
Probably my appearance, like my weight, I guess.
Probably my facial structure.
I don't know. Someone tells a secret? I don't know.
I'm embarrassed about, yeah, I would say my appearance too.
Not knowing the answer to this question. Does that work?
That works.
About a little myself. So yeah. And about my head.
So here we have a 4-year-old, 2 groups of middle school girls, and a 4th quarter senior. Okay, so why do you think that you're embarrassed about these things, or anything at all?
Because then I have to, like, hold you up and yeah.
Because it's kind of weird because we live in Colorado and there's not really alligators here.
Probably because we live in like a society that judges so much on first appearances and like we have so many things to enhance ourselves, like plastic surgery and just everyday makeup. And you like walk around and see all these beautiful models, and it's just kind of a lot of pressure.
Basically feed off of young girls feeling bad about themselves, and basically turn like the word fat and the word ugly into like a disease.
Why do people get embarrassed?
They care too much what other people think about them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, insecurities with oneself and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yay, Freud.
Sarah, being 4 years old, didn't have much to say on the topic of embarrassment. She just wanted to play, which I think is where most 4-year-olds are at, unaware of what's facing them in the next 12 years.
Okay, let's go down.
Let's go now? Okay, you can go. Do you ever get embarrassed, Sarah?
Sometimes. One friend I don't like, and one friend, and a lot of friends I do like.
Yeah.
I like working in there, and playing outside, and playing football.
One thing that I did learn from Sarah is that the concept of embarrassment isn't even on her radar yet. She just wants to be a kid for the time being. The middle school girls, on the other hand, no embarrassment all too well.
On like a side note, these are our gym clothes, and we just turned them aisle, so we don't usually look like this.
Yeah, usually we look fabulous.
And I remember in middle school, it was just like you would do something different and you would immediately get judged for it. Do you feel like it's still that way? Do you think it's still like that?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think that people like look at you and automatically decide who you are based on your appearance.
Do you feel like you could do like whatever you want, wear what you want, say what you want, without getting judged by your classmates here?
You definitely get judged.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I would still rather wear whatever I want and do whatever I want than just let other people stomp all over me and tell me what to do.
Right. So, do you feel like right now, in school and just the things you do, like how you act, how you talk, how you carry yourself, do you do it for yourself or for other people?
Definitely other people.
Definitely based on what other people think, but you still have a little bit of room to do what you want.
Are you trying to impress someone by doing it for someone else, or are you trying to be accepted? Just kind of like fighting for your life out here.
I think it's kind of both. Like everyone wants to feel like they belong, and everyone wants to feel accepted.
Who is it that you're trying to impress?
Probably friends and boys.
Yeah, probably people that you hang out
Make
with.
yourself look more attractive to the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Yeah, and boys are great, so I'd rather look good for boys than for like anyone else.
I don't know, just like, because we want to make as many friends as we can, and we don't want to like ruin our middle school experience and make it even worse in high school.
What do you think of the advice, be yourself?
Well, it's exactly what you can do, because even if people say you should just be yourself, then if what you are is something that people won't like, then they'll judge you for it.
I think that it's the best advice anyone could give
I
someone.
think it's kind of confusing because, like, in middle school especially, you're just finding yourself. You don't really know who you are yet, so how do you know how to be true to it?
Do you think that at this point in your school career, can anyone follow that advice? Just completely be yourself without getting judged?
No.
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 I mean, you should be able to. The idea is good, but you really can't, because there's always going to be someone who doesn't like you and will judge you.
I expected these girls to be painfully awkward, mainly because I know that I was at that point in my life. But they surprised me. Aaron, however, was as predictable as always.
You're the only kid I know that has full knight armor that he puts on a regular basis.
I work out in it. I've been running in it.
Do you feel like people could like pretty much do what they want without getting judged?
I do.
Without getting judged?
Well, I'm sure somebody judges me. I don't care.
Yeah.
So for the record, I'm not embarrassed right now.
Okay. I think we all know. Do you think they like act and talk and dress for them, or trying to impress or just be accepted by other people?
Ooh, probably the second one.
Yeah? Yeah? Do you think there's a reason for that?
I feel like I answered this question.
As a kid, you don't care. As a young teen, you care a lot. As a fourth quarter senior, you stopped caring a long time ago. Embarrassment is a weird thing. Some live with it constantly, some suffer from occasional bouts, and some have never experienced it. Hopefully, one day, we could all be shameless. Okay, go.
Glenn Heiser's a grotski little bitch.